I want to show you a couple other things you can do in Google Forms to customize how your forms look and feel to the individuals taking them. So we come back to Add Item. You notice over here on my Layout section, I can do a couple different things. One, I can do a section header. So this just allows me a little... All right, and I can put a description in here. So if I want to break apart my form so it doesn't seem so large to people, I can come in here and I can take and I can put in a section break. Now, the other thing that's nice, you notice how my cursor is a 4-arrow icon. Well, that allows me to take and throw this wherever I want into my form. So notice that I just moved it back up into here. I might actually try and move it right up into here above what's your favorite color and below email. So all a section header does, it just makes a separation between your questions here. Now, I can do a couple other things. One, I can do a page break. Now, this allows me to add pages to my form. So we've all done forms or surveys that are really long, that are not broken up at all. Well, sometimes what you'll find is you'll get better responses if you break up your pages. So if I click on Done, that's going to now show up as a page 2 in my form. So any questions now that I add to this are going to show up on page 2 of my form. So when they get to this last question, they will be prompted to go to page 2 from here. So that's kind of a nice feature there as well. Let's take a look at another item in the layout section here. So we've talked about section header and page break. Let's look at image now. So if I click on image, what that allows me to do is add an image to my form, which expands the opportunities or the potential use of forms for teachers in the classroom. So I can go search for an image in lots of different places. I can upload from a computer, take a snapshot if I have a camera, find the URL, and actually even do a search here for different types of commercially available images. Well, I've got an image that I've already created or saved here. It's called Back to School. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to find my Back to School image here, and it's going to throw that in. Now notice that I can put an image title. In this case, I don't want to do that. I want it to be centered because that's going to show up actually on the top of my form. So I'm going to click on Done, and now that image is there. So, but it's not in the right spot. So I'm just going to take this image and I'm just going to drag this up to the top of my form. It's sometimes a little bit tricky getting it all the way to the top, but right after Jeff's form, there's where I want to drop that. So there it is, as a back to school, I'm welcoming my students back. So the image piece is really a powerful way of adding a little bit more flavor to your forms. I'm going to come back down to page 2, and I'm going to do the last piece here, and that's a video. So let's say you have a video that you want your students to watch, and then maybe ask them some questions on it. We can do exactly that. So let's just type in Newton's laws of motion. I'm going to go out and do a video search here. Again, I would recommend that you go out and you check these first. This is a 6-minute video, so we're just going to select this guy right here. So now I've got my video here. Notice I can change that video. I can put in a caption. I'm going to center it. I'm going to click on Done, and now that video is going to show up in my form as well. So lots of options for adding items, and then what I would probably do under here is I would just say add a couple questions that assess my students' understanding of Newton's 3 laws of motion in this case. So these last items in the add items section here, this last column, very powerful pieces that allow you to extend the functionality of Google Forms.